surrender to the present moment. You probably heard loads of people talking about being in the present, being in the now, the power of now. Wonderful book. And you probably think, what are people talking about? Like, I'm always in the now. I am only ever in the now. But you're not always in the now if your mind is in the future or the past. If you're thinking about what you want to have for supper that day, or did you forget to switch the oven off, or it was stupid what I said in that job interview in 1994. Dwelling on things in the past, or projecting or worrying about things in the future. Floss. When you're doing these things, you're not in the now. When you're in the now, you're here. You're in this exact moment. You're listening to the sounds going on around you. You're experiencing everything that life has to offer. And when you're fully here, and when you actually surrender to the moment, which I'll explain in a minute, anxiety starts to shift, because when you fully surrender to the present moment, you can't be anything but conscious of the now, and anxiety begins to dissipate. What I mean by that is, if you have thoughts of anxiety, which we all do, what anxiety is, it's feeling of worry of the unknown. So our body, or our ego, is scared because it's scared of what's to come. Our ego doesn't like the unknown, and the ego feels like it's going to die when it doesn't know what's coming next. So our ego likes keeping us in a predictable future. That's why we get in loops of anxiety or patterns in our life that don't shift. It's our subconscious, it's our ego holding us there. When we fully accept what's going on in the moment right now, this very moment, fully accept, our ego loses its grip. So you can do this one quick exercise if you're feeling anxious. Next time you feel any sort of waves of anxiety come on, say to yourself, mentally or out loud, say, I see you. I see you, anxiety. I hear you. I feel you. I acknowledge you. Sit with it for a second, because I know what it can feel like. I know what anxiety can feel like. I know what panic attacks are like. I know how it can feel completely overwhelming, and I know how it can feel like you're going to die. And our ego is thinking we're going to die, but so are we. Physiologically, we feel like we're dying. Palms are sweaty, chest is tight, breathing is shallow. We start to sweat. Maybe you look at your hands and it looks like somebody else's hands, or you think that you're dead. It might sound funny if you've never been through this, but this is what happens when you're going through anxiety. But when you have these things, or this wave of anxiety coming up, next time just say, I see you, I feel you, I hear you, I acknowledge you, I know you're there. Do that, and just watch how it starts to subside in your body. It sounds weird, and it sounds illogical because you're putting attention on it. But I promise you, when you acknowledge it and you say, I see you there, something shifts and it starts to dissipate in your body. If you've got the confidence, you can even say to it mentally or out loud, what more have you got? You can say to yourself, start reciting a mantra. I'm unstoppable. I'm powerful. I'm brave. I'm unstoppable. I'm powerful. I'm brave. And you can keep reciting that mantra. And you can say, what have you got, anxiety? You've got nothing on me. You've got nothing that can touch me. And it will slowly lessen. I'm not saying you're going to have absolutely no anxiety or panic the first time, but if you do it every single time you start to get anxiety, rewire yourself. And you can even bring this mantra into everyday life. Whenever you're walking, going to the shops, or anywhere your mind might start to race and you feel like you could fill that with something positive. Recite a mantra. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm brave. Or basically the reverse of anything your anxiety is about. I like using the strength of God is within me. The grace of God surrounds me. The strength of God is within me. The grace of God surrounds me. and use these mantras to replace what could potentially turn into mental negative activity for you. So that is how you can use the present moment, and that's just a quick explanation. I've gone off a little bit, but that was just a quick explanation of how we can use the power of the present moment to help us in anxious times. Flossie! So when you hear people saying about the present moment, it's not just we're here because we all are here. We're all in this present moment. It's the only moment we ever have. We live the entire life. We live our entire lives in this present moment right now, right here. But our mind isn't always here. So when our mind is elsewhere, that's when we're not living in the present moment. So if we're worrying about the future or we're dwelling on the past, that's not living in the present. And I think if you ask yourself, when am I actually present, you'll realise that you spend a lot of your mental activity in the future or in the past, worrying about things you did, or worrying about things you said, or worrying about events that might happen. I know this is human nature, and we've spent, however, I'm 33, I've spent 30 years in that loop of dwelling and worrying. So my brain is naturally, I've trained it over many years, for 3 years or so now, to not do that anymore. You can do that too, I promise you. My brain used to be constantly telling me negative stories, putting me in situations where I didn't want to be in my head. But through training, through meditation, through prayer, that no longer happens. And I promise, if you want to change your mental activity, you can do that as well. But we spend the majority of our lives in the past or in the future, never truly present right here, where we are now, appreciating the wonderful beauty of what life has to offer, whether that's a screaming child that sat right next to you, or somebody that really gets on your nerves. There's still beauty to be found in these moments. Life is so precious, and society now is really geared up to grabbing our attention as much as it possibly can. Reels, I think if any clips in your shorts or reels are more than 3 seconds, viewers drop off. So, and in kids' TV now, cartoons, they're not doing any scenes that are longer than 3 seconds. This is because everyone's attention span is getting ruined. Dopamine is just flooding the system. Short attention spans, porn is becoming normalised. Everywhere we look, people are paying money for getting our attention. Food quality is going downhill. So we need to consciously realise that we need to slow down, appreciate the present moment. Whether that's the cubicle you're in at work and you hate your job, there's still appreciation and beauty to be found in that present moment. If that's you, close your eyes now. Imagine you're somewhere you love, somewhere you feel safe. It could be a beautiful mountaintop with snow, it could be a desert, it could be a forest with the sound of birds. Just think about yourself in that situation. Maybe smile if you feel like it. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out gently through the mouth. And just see there how no matter where you are, you can connect with beauty. You can connect with love. You can connect with the present moment just by taking a deep breath and using our senses. We can bring ourselves back into our body, out of the mind, into the body. If you struggle with anxiety, use these breathwork techniques because they really can work and they really do help. But that's it. That's the present moment. Try and be in it. Try not to dwell on what might happen in the future. Try not even spend too much time thinking about what ifs or looking forward to things. That's absolutely fine, but try not to dwell on it. Try not to say to yourself, my happiness is in that place. Try not to think about a holiday thinking my happiness is in that holiday, because it's not. Your happiness is now, and your happiness won't be on that holiday when it arrives if you're constantly thinking my happiness is on that holiday, which is in the future. Because when you're on that holiday, you'll be worrying about what's next. You'll be worrying about the next holiday. So the one takeaway from this video is cultivate anything you can do that keeps you in this present moment, in the now. Deep breathing, connection with your body, listen to the sights and sounds around you. Spread love, peace, prosperity, happiness. Share love. If you see something nice about somebody, say it to them. Don't say anything negative online. It's pathetic. It's completely pointless. If you're not going to lift somebody up, unless it's constructive criticism, which you think can actually help somebody, don't just say something negative on somebody's Instagram post or somebody's YouTube video. Be kind. Spread love. Spread joy. Spread happiness. Be a good person. And you can do that through the present moment. Okay, I've gone on long enough. I hope you've enjoyed this video, this walk with me and Flossie. And I'll see you in the next video for another topic, another day. That's meditation.